So I get the feedback a lot. Everyone's frustrated. Well, why are rates not dropping? This started last year in September when rates hit the lowest point. And then a week later, the Fed went through and lowered rates by a half, and rates went up a half that next day. And then we saw the transition where the Fed kept lowering it and it kept going up. And we're witnessing that a little bit this year. And rates ended up getting higher when everyone predicted they'd go down last year. Why? That's the big question. Well, if you go through and look at it, our biggest purchaser on US debt has obviously been China for the last umpteen years. They're the biggest purchaser of our T-bills and everything else, along with Japan, along with India, Brazil. All these other countries basically went in and bought our treasury notes. Now what started dramatically is a lot of these countries have started investing that money instead of into our treasury notes, they've been buying gold. So if you can go through and look at the price of gold, just keeps going up dramatically all the time, where these companies, these countries have been going through and doing it. So if you individually are an investor right now, you've been looking at the last 6 months or a year or 2 years, you've been saying, I can't not be in the stock market. We've gained 20, 30, even 40% on our investments going through and doing it. So no one individually is buying bonds right now. So the pressure on bonds have been overwhelming as more people have decoupled into gold, or other foreign countries are not investing into our treasury notes. That's why rates haven't gone down. So a lot of people are saying, oh, it's gonna go down. It's guaranteed it's gonna go down. This is gonna happen. Maybe if an economic event happens where the stock market's no longer as attractive, there might be liquidity pulled out of the stock market, then go into bonds. That would make rates drop. But holding your horses for waiting for it to go through and happen, there's just no guarantee of rates actually falling. Now you see how much consumer debt has been collected, this and that. If it's right for you, do it. But waiting and trying to time it out right, I hope it goes down. I hope it gets lower, but there's no guarantee is what I'm trying to go through and say in this video. Hope that helps. If you have pushback, please write in here. I'd love to get your feedback of why you think rates are not dropping when the Fed keeps lowering them. Yeah, I love anyone's input. It's always helpful. So thanks. Talk to you later.